Almost universally, not really mattering who we are, when we're tasked with growth, change, or innovation for the business, and we hear the words, this is how we've always done that, or we hear the words, we do it this way, not that way, or we hear the instructions, we are great with change, please change this for us, just don't change this part for us. We will have a visceral reaction. We will feel that. Our thoughts might move towards, wait, isn't this what you've hired me to do? Isn't this what you've tasked me to do? And suddenly we've entered the combat zone. They argue their points, holding rigid to old ways. You argue your points, trying to prove with research and science and case studies why the new ways will work. And we're in a stalemate. Status quo resumes itself. Goals aren't achieved. And sometimes the ripple impact of that is you, the individual who is tasked with change, growth, innovation, has really important things attached to that, like your pay, your salary, your bonuses. And now all of those are at risk. How do we utilize emotional intelligence to avoid this kind of cultural suicide? Because this kind of behavior, when we ask someone to do these things for us, to lead these things for us, and then we hold our feet rigid to all of their ideas, kills culture, creativity, and engagement. We do utilize an emotional intelligence for really specific derailers to success. And we want to ensure that all individuals have these skills in spades. And especially we need leadership to have these skills in spades, because it is leaders who have the power and authority to say yes or no when someone comes forward with ideas. The 4 skills are impulse control. So we have to be able to avoid our knee-jerk reaction to fear, uncertainty, ambiguity, to change, to a lack of control. We also need powerful stress tolerance skills, because when we are entering the unknown, we have to be able to manage the stress of the unknown. Also, when the unknown, we will anticipate that the business might dip through any change. We have the valley of despair, which is when performance falls as we're adopting and learning for the new to grow. We need to have exceptional problem-solving skills. Our thinking caps, our IQ has to be turned on. And when we are emotionally incapable of self-mastering fear and uncertainty and ambiguity, then we won't be very creative in our problem-solving, and we will be much more shut down and turned off. And finally, the skill of independence. We cannot be autonomously decision-making. All the heads in the room are smarter than the one. So sometimes we need to be able to recognize when we're the one holding everyone else back. And above all, we learn the language of the emotionally intelligent, which avoids triggers that set other people into being defensive, fearful, uncertain, and protective.